I've been doing this now for about 3 years, and I find it really enjoyable, very satisfying. I became a Borough Angel because I was looking for something to do in the voluntary sector, and my mum saw the launch of Borough Angels in the Evening Gazette, and she said to me, would this interest you? And it fitted into what I needed to do on a weekend, because it's sort of like an overnight job. It was initially started up with a partnership of Middlesbrough Council, the police, the NHS, the Middlesbrough local partnership, and they put a lot of funding in, as in did Safer in Tees Valley. People often ask me why I come out, especially when it's like sort of like 2 foot of snow and it's 5 below, but that's when we're most needed, because you see people walking around, and of course being the northeast and people are very tough, they don't like to wear coats, and one of the things that we look out for is people starting to suffer from the first effects of hypothermia, and it's really good. It's so satisfying, especially when people come up after 6 months and say to you, you rescued me 6 months ago, or you helped my sister, or you helped my cousin, and it's just really satisfying. We've had funding from Seedbed, which is a Christian charity. We've had subsequent funding from Middlesbrough Council for various things, like the cards that we do with the recipe for a safe night out on the back, which I try to get over to people that you can drink alcohol sensibly and to add water. If we try and say to people, you know, if you have a couple of drinks and then a glass of water, it won't be so bad. now, we're coming across the centre square where the library and MEMA are, and what we tend to do is glance across just to make sure that nobody's sort of decided they're tired on the way home and laid down on the grass. It's especially important in the winter because we have found people asleep at 1, 2 o'clock in the morning when the temperatures have been really low. But yeah, it's been a good night up to now, and we'll see how it goes after we've had our coffee break and a bit of a warm. Round 2, ding ding.
Are you staying with us for the second half? That's a good sign.
It's very levelling. It makes you realise how lucky you can be when you see people who are rough sleeping, are homeless for various reasons. People tend to think, oh, they must be drunk on drugs and things like that, but you just never know what people's backgrounds are, and you can't paint them all with the same brush because people's lives are so very different. Everybody is an individual.